One of our valedictorians, Heidi Kalenda, will now share some words with us.
Mr. Vincent, the entire Menominee High School faculty and staff, parents, family, friends, church family, and my fellow classmates. I want to thank you for this opportunity and privilege I have been given this evening. I also want to thank my mom and the others involved in Moms in Touch for their diligent prayer and support for the MHF staff, myself, as well as the entire student body these past 4 years. But most importantly, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I would not be here tonight. Tonight I want to speak on the subject of what to invest in. Yes, I know what you're thinking. What can she say that I don't already know, especially with the economy where it is right now? Well, if you analyze what we spend our money on, I think the wisdom of buying smart will become obvious. I'd like to point out 4 types of purchases we spend our money on. First, you can spend your money on things that have a short shelf life, from a couple of hours to as much as a week. For example, a Big Mac, an order of fries, or even a Monster energy drink. All these things have an intended purpose, but once they've been used, they are worthless, and they don't have much of a lasting impact on your life. They are easily replaced and quickly forgotten. Secondly, we buy things that can last for weeks, months, or even a year. These include clothing, shoes, batteries, and even a cell phone. Personally, I know these don't last long. Due to their extensive use, they quickly wear out because they hardly leave our sides. Thirdly, we buy things that last for a significant amount of time. These can last for years. These would include what we call durable goods, such as household appliances. Cars, boats, motorhomes, and even houses or property come to mind. These are things that involve making a significant investment, and they will last a long time, but they will not last forever. I can say I'm truly thankful for the availability of having a vehicle to get to school in. Though I live fairly close to school, I have been late a lot due to the fact that I have my arrival time down to a science. Honestly, you'd be surprised how much that extra 5 minutes of sleep goes in the morning. However, the best way to spend your money is to invest on things that will last a lifetime and even longer. And education is one of these that will last a lifetime. I think Benjamin Franklin said it best. Quote, "An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest," unquote. A good education will never lose its value, even when the economy takes a dive. Another good long-term investment is in the area of human relationships, whether it be our family ties, personal friendships, or even in our future marriages. These are investments that bring lasting rewards. Aristotle, the ancient Greek philosopher, said long ago, quote, "Without friends, no one would choose to live, though he had all other goods," unquote. I believe that. I also believe they didn't make these things very popular. Okay. For 18 years, I had watched my parents model their marriage in front of me, and I can honestly say, there isn't anything my mom wouldn't do for my dad, and there isn't anything my dad wouldn't do for my mom. So they keep doing nothing for each other. Just kidding. But seriously, investing in relationships are investments in future happiness. Another recommendation I would advise making is in your reputation. Proverbs 22:1 declares, "A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver or gold." A good reputation may take years to make, but it is worth the effort. It is also true that you can ruin a reputation very quickly. So guard your reputation and leave a legacy that others will remember with honor rather than disgust. Finally, a lasting investment is your faith. This is an especially important investment in that it will last a lifetime and on into eternity. Material goods and wealth you can't take with you, but if you have a relationship with God, this will carry on into eternity. I have learned that despite all the material privileges I have been given, the thing that has been the most important and has made me the happiest is my faith and relationship with God. So I ask you, what will you invest in? Will you make your life worthwhile and invest in the important things in life? My mom recently came across an email about a young woman who is facing a terminal illness. As she made her final funeral preparations, she requested that she be buried with a fork in her hand. Now, the pastor thought this was a strange request, so he asked her the meaning behind it. She told him how when she was younger, whenever she was invited to a special dinner party or event, they would tell her, "Save your fork, the best is yet to come." They told her to save her fork, knowing that a delicious dessert was still to come. She went on, "I want others to ask, what's with the fork? Then you'll be able to tell them, the best is yet to come." When the young woman passed away, everyone did ask about the fork. This provided the opportunity for her pastor to remind others that the best is yet to come. As we graduate now and end this chapter of our lives and begin a new one, I challenge you to live for what's right, follow God's leading, and live a life of principle and purpose. Remember the words of Albert Einstein, who said, quote, "Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value," unquote. So I say to you, if you invest wisely, then the best is yet to come. Thank you for a great 4 years. I pray for God's best for you in the future, and I'll miss you all. Congratulations to the class of 2009 for all your accomplishments.